Hello everybody, welcome to your reading. This is a general spirit check-in, not a one-to-one spirit check-in, so you might not resonate with the whole reading. You might not resonate with any of the reading. Whatever you do resonate with, please take what you need and leave the rest behind. Collective, I could be picking up on your energy or on the energy of someone who's in your energy. So if it doesn't feel like I'm speaking about you, please switch the energies around. And you know better than I do. I'm just the messenger. I hope all of you are safe and well wherever you are in the world. If you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. My name is Jo, short for Joanne. And if you enjoy my style of reading, which is I prefer a shamanic style of reading, and if you enjoy this, please subscribe, and you can. It's totally free, and you get all access to all of the free videos on my channel. All right, and there's also the option of becoming a channel member, which is called a Medicine Keeper, and it's for $2.99 a month. Okay, Creator, Holy Spirit of the Most High, grandmothers and grandfathers of the highest realms, ancestors of the highest realms, please bless this reading, protect the sacred space, bring in the knowledge and the wisdom and the guidance of the highest domain for the highest good for my collective. All right. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay. So before I begin the reading, I would like to say thank you to my Medicine Keeper, the paid channel members. All right, so they are the Medicine Keepers. Thank you. Medicine Keepers, Maggie Wilson, Lionel Duarte, Vicky Desirada, Monique C, Stacy S, Adelpha's Door, Jace Franklin, Xenia, Julie, Jill Erica, Love Is, Kat Zettler, Kate Johns, and Chris Mason. Thank you, Medicine Keepers. Thank you so very, very much. Your $2.99 subscription every month to the channel means a lot to me. It means a lot to the channel. Is also very encouraging to me that you guys connect with my energy and with the energy that gets channeled through me onto the board here, and your commitment to your own growth. Because some of the readings that I do are incredible, and I'm just reading you. So I'm reading in high voltage energy that's coming in from you. So thank you guys. I'm really honored. And I love the higher dimensions. I also love the lower dimensions also too. So yes, I want to say thank you to you guys. Absolutely. All right. Now let us begin the reading. Creator, who is coming to this reading? Holy Spirit of the Most High. Great Mystery, who is coming to this reading, and what do they need to hear? What do they need to hear? Who is coming to this reading, and what do they need to hear? Who is coming to this reading, Creator, and what do they need to hear? This is going to be a very general 3-card spread. Just being guided away from the medicine wheel for now. There's been enough messages come in for those of you that can resonate and meditate on the messages. And so yes, into the 3-card spread now, past, present, and future. Just a general overview as to what is. So in your recent past, we have in the hand number 31. 31 could be significant to you in some way, or when 31's broken down, it becomes a 4. This could correspond to the 4th house of the zodiac, which is home and personal history. Could be family, could be friendship, could be marriage, could be anything, whatever that is. But in the hand, the universe is your partner. So always having a connection to the universe in your own personal past, your personal history, your connection to the divine, to the sacred, to the spirit realm was always very prevalent to you. Was a sense of home. Was a sense of home. Beautiful. Which brings you into the current energy. Ooh, I'm seeing like profit here. Yeah, I'm seeing profit, but not just profit. I'm seeing like way shower, way seer, way shower. Number 30, horseman, herald of change. So the number 30 could be significant to you in some way, or the number 3. When the 30 is broken down, it becomes the number 3, which is communication and perception. The 3rd house of the zodiac is communication and perception. And this brings you into the future, which is number 2, beloved, radical acceptance. I'm feeling like initiation into your shadow, initiation, and it's not like it's gonna be all stormy and like tears crying and a crisis. Like no, this is like, oh. Yes. Okay. They're showing me the prayer footprints, and the prayer footprints turned upside down. And you see the poem is still true. When you see one set of footprints, that is when the spirit carried you. They're corresponding this also with Psalm 91. He or she that dwells in the secret place of the Most High will abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So it's like the shadow of the Creator carried you. When the poem is turned upside down, what is the shadow of the Creator? It's the darker dimensions of God. Okay, anger, jealousy. They're like the lower, the 7 sins, the 7 chains. That's a part of God. It's all God. It's all God. It's all God. Even the Kabbalion even states that. Gods are the highs and gods are the lows. Gods are the goods and gods are the bads. And gods are the like excellent and gods are the oh. You know, God is all. It is all. It is the all. Everything. Everything. You can't have like, oh, well, this is God, but not that. Okay, then God isn't God then. God isn't God then. If God is sovereign, how can there be something in God that isn't God? That's impossible. And we are God searching for God. We've forgotten that we are gods. And it even states that in the New Testament. And I've challenged many pastors on this, speak on this. Oh, well, and what, okay, so hold on a second here. Back up. Let's get back to the reading. Interruption here. Initiation into your shadow. Yes, okay, footprints. So Psalm 91, it's all God, everything. So that's all I was trying to bring into the reading, is that just because it's the darkness doesn't mean it's evil. Okay? Just because it's the dark that is surrounding the fiery heart that is you, doesn't mean that the darkness is evil. It's just the parts of God that doesn't know itself. So I was going to bring it down to, okay, John chapter 34, chapter 10, verse 34, that I've had discussions with pastors about, when Christ quoted the Old Testament to the Pharisees and the scribes and the religious lawyers of his time. And he said, it is written in your own law that you're gods. And he was quoting Psalm 82, verse 6, where it says very clearly, quote unquote, thus saith God, ye are gods. It says a lot more than that too. It says you will die like men, but then it goes into even more about you are gods. I made you to be gods, but yet you're scared of it or something. Like it's like that. So we forget, and so we're looking, and you are coming into a unification of this, understanding that it's all God. Nobody can fuck with you. Like when you get into this place of sovereignty and understanding the fullness of who you are, and I mean the beginning of that, because nobody really ever comes into the understanding of the fullness of who they are. It's like trying to understand the fullness of the universe. It's so big and vast that it blows our mind. There are things that go on the planet that would blow my mind, let alone me understanding the entire universe. Like, come on, let's not be ridiculous. So whale song, this fits in right into this. This is the number 61. When broken down, 61 becomes a 7. 7 is one-to-one relationships. On the numerological system, it's also spirituality, the path of spirit. So the whale song resonating. So seeing the poem Footprints turned upside down, and seeing how all the worst of you was the shadow of God that was sustaining you, that was keeping you alive. Okay, that's what this is. And I'm feeling you're going to come into some sort of they keep saying unification. So it's the unification of your light and your dark as the whole. Look at the egg. There's like a little egg. This whale's in this little baby whale is in this whale egg in the heart of the ocean. So in the depths of your emotions, understanding your resources you carry within your ocean, within you. Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. So this is what's coming up for you. These are the energies that are supporting this entire reading. Feast of plenty, choices and their consequence. So yes, you are very aware. Feast of plenty. You've made the choices to honor what is you. Now you have a generous, abundant feast of your own resources that you share with the world. You come with a whole ocean of resources. And I feel like there will be a task coming up to you that will help you complete more cycles and close more doors, bringing you more to wisdom, into your teachability, and helping you bend your tree. Like wood can be very, very rigid. So adaptability, your willingness to not be so rigid, your flexibility to lean and bend with certain situations that where you can adapt and move, grow around something and make the space for something else. You don't need to make it wrong. You can just grow around it. You don't need to cancel it out. You know, have you ever been around in groups of people where they got to make you wrong or something you're doing wrong in order to esteem themselves? That's juvenile thinking. We've all done that and try to assert ourselves. You know, I've even heard that in group settings with full-grown adults that are stuck in, there's a siren, I don't know if you heard that, that are stuck in juvenile defensive survival mechanisms within the group. Do you know what I mean? Like sort of climbing over each other or stomping each other out, or you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like that. And I'm feeling like you have a lot of 64 wood wives adaptability, 64, which becomes a 10, which becomes a 1. So completion. Yes, yes, closing door, completion. Like the work you're doing is incredible. Incredible. Holy smoke. So you're definitely on the path. You were on the right path. You were going in the right way. So you've always been, you've always had a connection to the divine. You know, I don't know if you can relate to this and share in the comments below if you want to, you know, if you want to. But I remember when I was a little girl, right after I was adopted into the new Anglo-Saxon family, my adopted mother was doing something like Meals on Wheels or something like that, and I had gone with her, and I think it was my adoptive father, and we went into someone's house, and I remember my parents were towering above me, and I was holding both of their hands. We're walking up the front steps to go into this person's house. We got into their house, and the person was sitting on the couch, and I remember there was this light. That's why I love this light behind me, this kind of ethereal light, because that's what I saw. Above her, above the couch, was like this cloud of moving light. It was like the light itself made up the cloud, and it had actual sustenance in it. Like it had actual substance to it. And peeking out over the top of this cloud, it was like a ledge. It was like she was on a ledge or a loft made up of moving color. And she peeked over her head, and she had pixie short hair, like Julia Roberts in the movie Hook, that kind of pixie short hair. And she looked down, she had brown hair. And she looked down over the ledge of this cloud-like loft that she was sitting on over top of this person, and she waved at me. And I remember wanting to wave back, but knowing I couldn't, because the people I was with, I knew their eyes were closed. Their spirit eyes were not open. They couldn't hear, they couldn't see, and I knew for me to wave at something would create fear, caution, suspicion around me and my mental capacity, or how, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, because they didn't understand my heritage and my ancestry. So anyway, so that's what I'm feeling with you, is that you've always had a connection with either the angelic, some sort of, maybe you can speak to the dead, maybe you can speak to past, other people's ancestors, even unborn descendants. Interesting. Unborn descendants. What is that? That's interesting. Like the echoing from the future. Yes. It's not even unborn descendants. It's an unborn version of yourself that is not yet like a version of yourself. You ever seen the movie Merlin? When he, as a boy, meets himself as an old, wise old man, you know, it was big energy. And Merlin was like this meek little boy, like kind of like, oh hi, and this wise elder of yourself that is a potential based on the energy here. I'm seeing an echoing back from a future wise elder back. For some of you even, you've gotten through a situation in your life that was very, very difficult. The odds were stacked against you. You had opposition. I'm feeling this was family. I'm feeling it was also workplace, friendship. It was like all fronts as cycles were closing out in your life. Absolutely. Something happened that was like to you, that was catastrophic. Like absolutely. Because whatever happened, you didn't have the resources at hand. And I'm feeling like, and I don't, this may be just for one of you. This message is just for one person. Okay? Whatever happened, your future self got your attention. You've met your future self like in a dream, in a vision. It's like a healer, some sort of a healer. And your future self, the elder of your future self, got your attention. And you like connected with this energy within yourself. And that's where you were getting your resources in order to endure and overcome your current situation. Holy smoke. Holy smoke. That transcends space and time. You've broken through some kind of a barrier that is accessed you. You are like a shaman. You are a true shaman. You probably don't even know how you did that. It just was a natural phenomenon because of your energy. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. That's the real thing. That's the real thing. Holy smoke. Okay, Creator, do we want that card? Yes. Okay. This is the Tower. Oh, what did I just say? Something happened in your life that was catastrophic, that connected you to the in the hand. I'm feeling like, how do I explain this, Creator? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Okay, help me hold this vision and explain this. Your future self is of the upper world. You're grounding the mysterious power of your future self. You're grounding that in your present moment. When you connected to your future self, of the energy of your future self, it grounded that future medicine healer into your present moment, into the now moment, and helps whatever happened when you connected to your future self. You had already been doing work, releasing or transcending the shadow, your darker elements of your lower worlds, of the lower dimensions, of your roots, your ancestry, maybe healing the ancestral karma, the shame, your own shame of your ancestry, something. Everybody's got ancestral shame, everybody. So I feel like you had done enough work on your roots that allowed you, yes, it allowed you the weightlessness, not weightlessness completely, but you would let go of enough lead that you could connect to the upper realm and ground it. You are the tree now, standing in between the upper realm and your roots and the lower realm. And you bring both of those timeless. The past no longer exists. The future is not yet grounded. But the past is in the ground. It's already dead. It's in its mausoleum. It's dead. But you ground both. And that is your energy. That is your energy, like the hand coming up out of the earth. The physical dimension of the earth now grounding the upper flame. Holy smoke. So sump this tower. Okay, bring us more cards, Creator. Bring us more cards. Tell us more. What happened with this tower? Yes, you broke a cycle. You broke out of a cycle. You absolutely broke a cycle that was keeping you. You broke a cycle. You broke through a cycle because you were ready to. You were done with this work. You were done with this cycle. You broke through. You know, that's why the phrase breakthrough. We have to be broken through. Otherwise, like my daughter had said, well, then it would just be through. You know, but that costs us something. We have to give things up. We have to be willing to examine and know what our attachments are, because sometimes we're attached even to lead. How are we supposed to get into the upper dimensions when you're carrying friggin' lead? You know, like it's very, very hard. This is all symbolic, okay? So yes, whatever happened in the tower, you broke through a cycle that you were finished with. You were done with it. You knew you were done with it. Something happened. Your reaction and how you responded to it lets you know, like, oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. Instead of in the past, it would have turned you into a crying mess of victimhood. This time it's like, oh no, 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 no. You're not pulling this shit. You're not responding in the same powerless, small and meek reactions. That's what I'm seeing here. You have expanded and broke through that. And now whatever happened in the past met your authentic self. Holy smoke. You took responsibility for your wants, for your passion. I always see the movie Ghost, you know, when he's down there in the train asking that one ghost, how do you move things? How do you do this? Like, I'm trying. And he's like, you got to take all your anger, all your love, all your hate, and just ball it up and rah! You know, like that's it. And that's what I'm feeling is you're taking responsibility for your wants. The turtle never gets a relief from his shell. Your shell is your home and personal history. So whatever your shell is and your wands is a connection to the sacred. It's a connection to your physical life also, to your past, to your pain, but it's also the connection to your sacred, to your medicine healer. Holy smoke, who are you? Who am I reading for? And the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. New force rushing into your life because you chose to have faith in that in which you know that you are, and you let go of a connection to a lower dimension. What's on the bottom of the right side up, bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles upright. Mastery of your life. The mastery. Ahukin was a shaman, a Polynesian shaman who would travel by day as himself, and at night he would travel as a jaguar. That makes perfect sense. I feel like you were hidden in plain sight. You were living amongst people that did not see you, and I'm feeling like they were contracted to not see you, because something within you had been buried so deep inside of you that if they would have detected it and tried to bring it forth, that could have been destructive for you, unleashing a nuclear power into your life that you weren't ready for. You did not have the legs for yet. What is this about the shadow? Yes, the shadow that carried you. You were learning to develop the strength to carry the glory of God, the glory of the universe, which is the shadow. It's heavy, but when you transcend it, it's no longer heavy. It is weightless. But we can't share it. We can't carry that alone. We have to carry that with the collective. Okay, that's... Lone Ranger healers are no longer. They are no longer. And that's what I love about the tarot is there's thousands of tarot readers on the internet, and I love that. I'm so glad I'm not the only one. I can't even tell you. Okay. What is Horseman, Herald of Change, Creator? So definitely new force, new power coming in. Yeah, new force, new power coming in, and now you are a demonstration of change. Your life. What is Horseman, Herald of Change, Creator? What does this mean? What is this about? What is this about? And I noticed one of the readings about the dream thief. I can't remember what the name of this reading was, but a lot of people unsubscribed to my channel from that reading. And I gotta say that if you have a real adverse reaction to a reading, chances are it's not your reading, but chances are also that it is your reading, and that it's touching a live wire, touching a nerve, a raw nerve that you're not ready to look at yet. So I invite you, if it is a raw nerve, to come back and look at it at like a later time. And then maybe not. You know, this is oftentimes these readings are for the masters. They're not for novices. There are some novice readings, yes, there are. But the majority are for people that have been on the path for quite a while. So Herald of Change. So I'm seeing that Horseman, Herald of Change. You're not just announcing change to yourself, but to somebody else or people around you that are observing you. They're observing you in a 10 of Cups energy, harmony with your 12 archetypes, harmony, inner harmony, outer harmony. They see your life, your inner life and your outer life aligning. And that's very rare. Most people are incongruent and all talk, especially when it comes to spirituality. I'm feeling like they feel like what they're seeing with you it's like they're seeing your faith in religion, religious faith being turned on its head with the Hierophant energy. Then the Ace of Cups in reverse. There's some sort of unrequited love, like they're seeing you in a sovereign energy that you are connected to something true, but it's not religious and it's not found in the church. That's what I'm getting from this energy here. And there's an unrequited love, a turning away, like not even a turning away. It's like there's some sort of a vexation. Fear even. Oh, that's what this is. Oh, geez. Okay, they're seeing you having a harmonious connected. See the cups in the upper realms there with the 10 of Cups. And your hands are up with your family or whoever you're with. It's like you're with family harmony, friendship harmony, some sort of harmony in your life. You've disconnected from religion and it's like you're one of the horsemen announcing change, and you have stepped out of religion and you're stepping into your own authentic power. your own authenticity. But this person does not have that kind of a relationship with the Creator. This is too much. It's too much. There's no way. There's no way. This person's mind is kind of, holy smoke. They're incredibly distracted. They're wanting to keep themselves from seeing you and from seeing what they just saw, from knowing what they now know. And they want to now distract themselves out of it. Go and clean the car, go and do this, go to work, go and sweep the sidewalk, go and polish the couch, polish all your shoes, you know, clean something you've never cleaned in 10 years. We'll clean it now. Like they're keeping themselves very, very busy, unable to enter into rest. I'm feeling like somebody is seeing you and your connection to the Creator is very divine and very real. What is beloved radical acceptance? What is beloved radical acceptance? Beloved radical acceptance. Oh, are you kidding me, Creator? Okay, they're asking me to bring this in. For some reason, I'm getting this because you know yourself. You know your darkness, radical acceptance. You know your darkness. The mystical teaching of Christ when he says to turn the other cheek. Most religious people interpret that as some like martyrdom, like turn the other cheek, let your brother slap the other cheek too, like martyr both cheeks, you know, to why, for what? So that you can prove how Christ-like you are? No. What this scripture means, God will never violate anyone's will, ever. So we can pray for somebody for their eyes to be opened as much as we can, but that person ultimately has to have the will to open their eyes. Do you understand what I'm saying? God's never going to force them to develop the will so that God can meet and fulfill your agenda or my agenda or whoever's agenda. Do you see what I'm saying? So turn the other cheek has nothing to do with being a martyr for the other person and showing yourself as a martyr of what you have the capacity to endure. In some ways it kind of is, but that's only half of it. The other half of it is turning the other cheek so that your brother or sister can strike you again, so that they can become aware of themselves, to see that this is what they need to do. So that they can see their need to strike out. And they can see themselves and stop and rein that in. That's what that scripture's about. It's not about turn the other cheek and turn yourself into a martyr so that your brother can just keep taking from you and pounding the shit out of you. And then you wondering why you're not becoming this all powerful, sovereign martyr when you got the shit kicked out of you. That's not what this scripture means. And many times people have, even myself, have interpreted that scripture like that, and it did such a great disservice to me and to the people that it kept me locked into a relationship with like that. How I was interpreting those instructions was going to end the violence, and it didn't. It just kept me complicit to the violence. Can you hear what I'm saying? There was no self-awareness. But when you respond in a way of go ahead and strike back, it's you knowing that this is your brother or sister, whoever is lashing out in psychological violence or maybe actual physical violence, hopefully not, for them to even be in your presence, okay, let's start there. For them to even be in your presence, whoever I am speaking to, whoever they are, has to have some level of awareness for them to be even in your life. Okay, I'm not speaking to some like average Joe here, okay? I'm not speaking to some average Bob. I'm speaking to somebody who was awake and who has always had a secret connection to something very sacred, very holy in themselves. And I'm feeling that whoever you are connected to knows this, and that you have turned the other cheek to this person and they have struck you back, but they are aware of themselves. They see themselves. They see themselves. They see themselves. And my left hand is itchy right now, so there's new energy coming in to your life. This is the hand that we receive. The right is the hand that we give. They see that you are truly, they can see themselves, and they don't like the fact that they can see themselves. And if they can see themselves, and because you have turned the other cheek and done it in a spirit that was not about being complicit to violence, it was about you being aware of yourself and being aware of the other person, looking at their action. There's a different consciousness present when you look at another person, seeing their need to strike and aligning yourself, allowing to be struck, allows the other person to also become aware of their will to strike out. And at that moment, they have a choice to either pull back or unleash. And they know in that moment that's on them, not on you. But if you're just blindly being complicit to violence or being complicit to people taking advantage of you, this is how I was. This is why I was around people that didn't really care about me, and I was complicit to this law, thinking that I would earn their love or earn their respect. Or no, all it did is make them disrespect me. Do you hear what I'm saying? And I can see that. I honor that. I totally oh my God, because of how I was interpreting something, because of how somebody else told me to do it. Probably somebody else told them to do that, and somebody else told that person, and so on, and back and back and back, right? So now here we are where there's new knowledge coming into these ancient scriptures that have been interpreted in ways that have been very harmful, but probably necessary. Because if we misinterpret it and it doesn't cause us harm, then what's the big deal? But if we misinterpret it and it's causing us harm, we'll put up with that for a while until we're like, this is bullshit. This doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. It doesn't feel true anymore. So that's it. Okay. So somebody has become aware of your darkness, of who you are, because you can see. They feel naked around you. They feel naked. I don't know how else to say this. They feel naked. That's all I'm seeing, is they feel exposed. They want to hide themselves. They want to cover themselves. They feel exposed. There's nowhere to hide, because you're wide open, therefore everyone else is. They know it. They know it. They know it. They know it. Because you are the real. You are the true. You are absolutely the true. You are the real. You're not judging them, though. They are judging them. You have no judgment toward this person. I feel like they hold a position in their life, or want to, that, how do I say this, Creator? Like they're supposed to be where you are. They're supposed to be where you are, and they're not. It's like the roles have been reversed. They're now seeing you as a teacher and way beyond where they are. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, what? You got the King of Pentacles twice here in one reading. So there is an agreement between heaven and earth about you coming into alignment, full alignment. The last reading I did was your transformation is seen. It is seen and felt. Oh my gosh, that is an understatement. So whoever is looking at you is very aware that you are the Queen of Cups, very loving, nurturing energy, very loving, nurturing energy. You are not to be fucked with. Two of Swords. You have developed your self-esteem. Self-esteem. Self-esteem is the development of spiritual instinct over the five senses. Like, development of spiritual instinct that requires you attaining to a much higher frequency. You're no longer tuned in to, like, am I safe, is it dangerous? You're not. Yes, you're still looking at that. You got to pay attention to Mohs scale of needs or whatever, or I can't remember what that scale is. Mohs scale, a hierarchy of needs or something like that. Yes, always don't put yourself in an unsafe situation. But what I mean by, like, you developing your spiritual instinct, you know your world. You're not ignorant about the world. And because it's almost like you've got archetypes at your 12 that are keeping an eye out, while another part of you is reaching up to higher dimensional knowledge. Because you have developed the inner samurai in you. You have developed the inner samurai, the Two of Swords. Not only that, but you in the future, you're able to respond to possible energy coming in towards you very efficiently and swiftly. I feel like you can detect a liar immediately, or detect a fraud, a con, somebody who's not right in their integrity. They're not aligned, and you can see it, you can feel it. Someone who, yeah, it's like they're showing me their face of like it's either got a shadow over it, like it's a dark shadow over their face, or it's all jumbled up, distorted. You can see somebody's distortion on them, even though they may look beautiful, but there's this distorted energy in there. So the King of Wands. Oh, I'm feeling these two. Okay, they're saying these two cards are together. So you're going to be dealing very swiftly and very efficiently and very smartly, very intelligently, coming from your King of Wands energy with somebody in the future. Somebody who is from your past. I feel like, and you're very calm about it. Very calm about it. You're the King of Pentacles upright. So King of Pentacles also has to do with time. So you've come into a role, into a new role. I don't know if role is the right word for this, creator. Role. I guess it is role. We're all playing roles, and we assume different roles. It is role. Yes, because that's how we keep our flexibility. That's exactly how we keep our flexibility. Is here it is, the adaptability. That's how we keep our flexibility, is because we're just living a role. And our adaptability to be able to adapt out of the role and into a new role. So yes, you're right, creator. It is roles. It is role. Okay, so you're coming into a new role. The roles have been reversed also between you and somebody else. They are pissed off about it. They can see you're going to be dealing very swiftly and efficiently, either with them or with whatever you need to, whatever comes up into your life that is of a shadowy nature. I'm feeling like you are compassionate. You're first very compassionate with people, but you're very efficient with your truth, with your medicine. You're efficient even how you speak to people. I feel like you speak to people, but you don't gut them. You don't gut them, but you speak to them in a way that helps them see themselves. Like that thing of turn the other cheek. Yes, yes, turn the other cheek. That's why that came in. You're going to be turning the other cheek in the future with somebody, being aware of their need to hurt, their need to lash out, your awareness of it, your willingness to see it. Most people will cover it up, make excuses for the person, whatever, but you're seeing it as it is. I'm feeling like you are like very much in present time. Okay, beautiful reading. Thank you so much for this awesome reading. Thank you for tuning into this reading. I hope it's useful. I hope it's helpful. And I hope you can take it forward with you into the future and into your lives. Alrighty, you guys, you all take care. And I'll see you in the next reading.